Guys, what's up? Today I come to you yet with another weekly review of Tanaka-kun is Always Listless, episode 2, and I never knew you can take being lazy or listless to a whole nother level. But Tanaka, it seems that as each new episode comes by, he finds new ways on becoming uneventful, doing nothing for an entire day and just lazing around and just being there. Okay, who in what world, in what timeline or whatever the case may be, who goes to a shrine or prays to a god to ask, I pray that I have an uneventful day, and if I don't have an uneventful day, I'm going to go tell your boss, the higher up. Only Tanaka-kun is the only character that I know is capable of going and praying, asking for an uneventful day. Usually, people that goes to pray for anything they ask for good health or protect their families, hoping that they get a call that they got the job. But never have I heard someone asking for a very uneventful day. But of course, in this episode, that's the opposite that Tanaka-kun has received. Now we have a new character introduction, and her name is Miyano, and she's the total opposite of Tanaka. While Tanaka is very lazy and extremely laid back, she's the complete opposite. She's full of energy. She's always bright and cheery, and she's very small in stature compared to the other characters and compared to many of the students in the school. She's possibly one of the shortest students there in the current grade or at all the kids in the school, but she has such a joyful personality that her height does not equal matter to her. So in this episode, Miyano tries to become the apprentice of Tanaka and trying to learn of his ways of becoming listless. And of course, he doesn't want to have an eventful day, hence why he went to the shrine and he's like, do whatever you want to do, but I am not your master and you are not my apprentice. So Miyano tries her best in trying to learn the ways of Tanaka and how he can just laze around and do nothing, always having a bored look. And of course, she fails at every attempt. At the same time, the reason for her to do this is because she wants to become more of a mature person, because she has someone that she likes, and of course that person is very kind to her, but at the same time she wants him to see her for herself and see that she's not only just this short person or this very playful person, but at the same time she has this mature, serious side to her. While Tanaka is lazy, he is also a very serious character, as we don't see him laughing that much all the time. We usually see more of the reactions from his friend Ota. So Miyano is failing at every attempt to be like Tanaka. And then when it came to the second half of the show, we see that she actually has exceeded Tanaka, which is a complete difference to the first half of this episode, where she actually exceeds and outdoes Tanaka in his listness. Okay, she's completely out of the zone. She looks like she does not care for anything or anyone, and she just goes about her day doing nothing. And Ota and Tanaka are actually kind of worried about her because they wonder what is wrong with her, what caused her to be like that, and how is it possible for someone to surpass Tanaka in something that he specialized in? So they get down to it and find out, because Miyano's the type of person that she loves sweet things. She loves strawberry milk, and that was one of the plots to show to see if she will get excited if she sees it, and she did not. So they knew automatically there was something wrong with her. And they come to find out that she was worrying and stressing herself over like mascots, and they have mascots that are tall and short. And the short one, she was wondering if there was an android or a really short person or it's remote control, something so trivial. She was stressing herself over, wondering who can be inside that costume, that mascot costume, that it caused her to act like Tanaka, but even more extreme than Tanaka. And after catching her out of that thought process, she went back to exactly how she was before. But of course, the episode ends with her trying to still figure out a way on how to become like Tanaka. So, unfortunately, Tanaka, he went back to the shrine and he tried to pray. And now, at the end of the episode, it goes the opposite again. Him trying to be um uneventful for the day. And instead of that happening, the gods answering his prayers, instead, when he went to his locker, he got a letter of challenge. He got a challenge letter. Someone wants to challenge Tanaka in something. And we're going to see that in next week's episode. It was a pretty fun episode, funny episode, and seeing how Tanaka was reacting to someone that wants to be like him. At the same time, he does not want to teach them, and how this character is going to probably be relevant towards Tanaka's character and his development as much as he does not want that himself. So that's it for this week's episode. It was a pretty decent episode and a very funny one as well. Also with the introduction of Miyano, and I hope to see her in future episodes as well. Do tell me in the comment section below what you thought on this week's episode of Tanaka-kun. It's always listless. The links are in the description box so you guys can go check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye.